Hey everybody, my name is Brian Psycho. I'm the DCE at Montana State for the Respiratory Care Program and part of the Simulation Roundtable. Over the last few months, been having a couple conversations with other members here and have decided that one thing we'd like to do with the Roundtable is to start a simulation scenario repository. And so this quick video here today is going to kind of show you how to access that repository as well as how to add files to that repository. And so the whole intention here is that those of us as respiratory care educators, both clinically in the facilities or in programs at college campuses, would have an access sort of to just this open forum of simulation scenarios that we can choose from and download them, modify them to our to whatever we need to use them for. That way we're not just constantly reinventing the wheel per se, or having to go out and spend a lot of money on proprietary simulation scenarios. So hopefully this will increase the utilization of the roundtable, and everyone will find some value in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort of mouse through this and talk along as you guys move through this to show you how we're going to do that. So here I'm on the, I've already signed in to AARC Connect. I'm on the home screen, and I'm going to scroll over here to my profile, mouse over that, and just hover and scroll over here to my communities. At that point, it's going to bring me all of the communities that I'm subscribed to. So I'm going to scroll down here to Simulation Roundtable. I'll click on that. And then you see our Simulation Roundtable home. I'm going to click on the library because the library is where all of our files and attached documents get housed. Now in the past, if you wanted to upload a document, you would basically just start a new discussion or reply to a thread and attach a document in that way. But I'm going to show you a way that actually makes it a little bit more organized and that will keep all of the scenarios into its own scenario folder. So I'm going to click up here on this Create New Library Entry. From there, I'm going to title my submission. So this is whatever your scenario wants to be called. So I'm going to title it Healthy Patient Scenario. And description, okay, this can be anything you want in here. So basically like let's go with simulation orientation and healthy patient scenario. So I use this scenario my very first week in Sim Lab when I bring students in and they've never been there before, and so I need to orient them to the space, I need to orient them to the mannequin, and the things that are a little bit different, those escapes from reality that we have to do in simulation in order to make the simulation work. So I use this scenario. It's very, very simple. There's not a whole lot to it, and so it's a really good file just to upload and to start things off here. From there, I'm going to just come down here where it says library, so you get to choose what library it is that you want to add to, and you'll see there's all of these AARC libraries in here. We're going to scroll down to Simulation Roundtable, processes through that, and then it asks me what folder I want to put it into. Now it's important here that we put it into the Case Scenarios folder. That is going to link it to a specific folder where you will be able to go after we compile all of these scenarios and just find any scenario that you're looking for that's been uploaded. If you don't put it in that folder, then the moderators will then have to go in and one by one move these to those appropriate folders. So it can be quite a bit of work for those of us moderating, and so it really helps us out if you choose what folder to put it in, and you use this process rather than just attaching it to a thread. The entry type then, there's all kinds here. Most of them are just going to be the standard file upload is going to be the easiest. Go ahead and click Next. From there, we are going to choose a file to upload. So this just brings up your browser. Here, I've already got my scenarios here that I use during my first semester of the program queued up. And so I'm going to click on the Healthy Patient Orientation file. I'm going to add that. I'm going to click Upload. I could do multiple at a time. However, this time I'm just doing the one. So you can see here I uploaded it and now it's an existing file. I'll click Next. Asks me to describe it a little bit further. which seems a little bit redundant, but just kind of play along with this here anyway. So I'm just going to go in healthy patient orientation, and then a description basically would be the same thing, okay? All right, so from there, if you click next, it gives you the options to do some keyword tagging. Currently, the AARC doesn't have the tag word set up, so that's not going to allow us to do anything there, so we're just going to click finish. Okay, so at that point, you can see we're back here at the library section. We're at the simulation roundtable, and we can see that I have pasted a healthy patient orientation attachment. That's basically all there is to it. If I come in here, let's go back to my profile and my communities. Scroll back down to simulation roundtable. We'll see how that looks once it's posted. Okay, let's click on library. And there we go. So it shows up right at the top. It's the most recent file that's been added, and it shows that there it is. There's the healthy patient scenario. So that's where it's at. If you want to find that, it's very, very easy. So we're in the library right now. Come up here to the top left and click Switch to Folder View. Once you're there, you will see folders and folder content. So here we are with the Simulation Roundtable folder. I'm going to click on the Case Scenarios folder, and you can see now it's highlighted. Now I'm inside of the case scenarios, and here's my healthy patient scenario. So it's right there. The other folder we currently have is Tips, Tricks, and Suggestions, and so here you see we've moved a couple of files over into that folder already. And as we continue to organize this roundtable, these other files that are just kind of lost out here in been uploaded but have not been assigned to any particular file, they're just over here. We'll start to move those over into the appropriate folders as we create them. But for now, if you've got scenarios that you'd like to share, or if you want to just check out some of the scenarios that other users are going to start posting here shortly, come into the Simulation Roundtable library, click on the Switch to Folder view, and then click on the Case Scenarios folder, and you're going to see all of the scenarios and only scenarios in that one spot. If you ever want to switch back to just the list view, you can click on Switch to List View. But then again, it's going to show you every single file that's been uploaded, and it's not necessarily going to be convenient for you to scroll through every single file looking for scenarios. You can see these are listed by date, and so whichever one was posted the most recent, it's going to show up. So there could be research studies, there could be all kinds of uploaded documents that get posted that maybe are not scenarios, that you do not want to scroll through and try to hash out which one's a scenario and which one's not. This folder view works very nice just to come right in, click on scenarios, and boom, there's all of your scenarios going to be listed right under this one folder. So I hope this video works for you. You can feel free to contact me through AARC Connect. Ask me any questions that you'd like regarding this, and I'd like to hear your feedback on the video as well as just this process. Hopefully the scenarios repository will definitely help a lot of people that are just starting in simulation, as well as to sort of stimulate those of us that have been doing sims for a while to modify some of our simulations and maybe do some more crafting and give us some more good ideas, because I know there's just so much out there that each of us individually just cannot cover. So I think a repository and a group effort here is going to be a fantastic thing. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Hope to see you guys at the AARC meetings that are coming up. And again, just feel free to contact me if necessary. Thank you.